Welcome everybody, Brother Goodwin here, Prophecy in the Spotlight, sitting with me, Dr. Hiltebittle. Doc, there's some amazing things going on that we're going to talk about in this week's show.
Yes, sir.
We just did a show about the Pope meeting over there at the
Very timely.
where Abraham was born over there,
Yep.
meeting with the world religions. He's going to try to head up a world system right out of the Bible.
Right out.
Well, now, recently, couple months ago, we did a show where I read something about the digital currency coming, and I'm going to read that in the program this week. But something new has come out, and
Almost every day lately is something more.
let me give this guy's name because I'm not. This is Britt Gillette, and I don't know him.
I've read several of his articles.
Yeah, I've sent a message to him. I'm hoping that he'll respond, and maybe we could chat with him. But he's written an article that we're going to read in this week's show about cryptocurrency.
It's more than just cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it's going to be government crypto. Here's just a line or two from his article here. Central bank digital currencies are the future of currency.
Yes, sir.
And of course, we've known this.
We've known it for a long time. Yes.
But he's kind of taken this to another level that we're going to look at in the program today, or this week. When they arrive, they'll enslave the world, he says. And he's right.
He's right.
Because whoever controls the
Whoever
currency
controls it. Yep.
and can shut off your bank account or turn it on, or you're at their mercy. To understand why this is so enslaving, you first need to understand what they are and how they serve the vision of those in power and why they're inevitable. Central bank digital currencies, he calls them CBDCs, but and I realize we have a lot of folks that watch us on television,
Right.
are an upper bracket age group, and some of this is going to be tough for them, I'm afraid.
I think they'll get it.
Well, I'm finding as I travel now, I speak to more and more people, friends and people, acquaintances, and I'll ask them, hey, are you in? I'll joke with them, say, are you in? How much Bitcoin do you have? And I'm being very surprised now by the answers I get from even older people. Oh, yes, my son's in it, or my daughter's in it, or I have some. But even if they don't have any, they know about it.
Oh, yes.
Everybody seems to have heard what cryptocurrency is. Everybody knows what Bitcoin is. It recently broke $60,000.
Everything's moving toward technology.
I want to know how much Bitcoin that you have, Doc.
I have.
I heard you had several
Zero.
hundred coins.
I have. I'm waiting for the government to give me my 10 or 15,000 to get me started.
You're waiting for the government to start these accounts.
Well, they're getting everybody ready for it now by all this stimulus they give away.
And that's what he said in the article.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
One of the carrots will be they'll set up your account and they're going to put money in it.
Oh, yeah.
And they know everybody's going to sign
They've
up.
already proven that folks are thrilled to get a $1,400 thing, not realizing they're having to pay off $5,800 worth to get it.
Yeah, here we're going to tax you we're
Yeah.
going to charge you over the next 20 years $5,800 to pay that back. But here's your $1,400.
Yeah, and everybody's so excited.
Yeah.
I was at the restaurant last night and you couldn't get in.
Well, let me tell you a secret here, Doc, that I think most of our viewers don't understand. Most people don't pay taxes.
Oh, no.
So this is welfare money. If you want to be honest about it.
Absolutely. It's all
Most people on the lower brackets.
it's
which
all
is most of
it's
us.
all printed money. It has no real value to it.
When we say, well, we got to pay that back, the taxpayers pay it back.
Yep.
You're talking about the rich, the middle, the upper middle class. And the truth is, it's probably never going to be paid back.
Oh, well, that's not their purpose. Their purpose is to bankrupt us into a socialist system, like we're going to be talking about this week.
And we spoke about that in the past. We talked about the World Economic Forum, and he's mentioned in here, Schwab. We talked about that World Economic Forum, the WEF. We read an article about that that recently took place where they're talking about the global reset.
They're intended to do more than talk about it. They're intended to make it happen.
Well, they claim that the COVID-19 is pushing us right into it.
Oh, yeah. And with technology, you'll point out in there with the new technology with the printing systems out, the ability to print
Yeah.
fiat money so perfect it couldn't even be detected.
He talked about the 3D printers. Which,
Oh, they're amazing.
Which I don't understand a lot about it, but he says
Well, they're 3D printing body parts now with cell.
the money's going to be so real that you won't be able to tell.
That's it.
And you will have to do something.
Yeah, to keep it from being a forgery. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, they always use a crisis to push us into some crazy.
yeah, this crisis right now is help them with their global warming or their climate change or whatever word they're going to come up with next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
yes.
it's really happening. So we're going to talk in the show this week, right out of Revelation 13. We'll read that in the show this week. Revelation 13 has several aspects to it. One of it
Yes.
is it explains the Trinity, Satan's Trinity,
Satan's
Satan,
Trinity.
the Antichrist, and the false prophet. But then it goes on to explain that when this system begins with the Antichrist, propped up by the religious guy, the religious system,
Until he no longer needs it.
yeah, and then there'll be the financial system will be in place, digital or
Right.
whatever, and he'll make it to where no man can buy or sell without this mark of the beast in your right hand or on your forehead.
And the algorithms that they're already using on social media will just be applied to your bank account.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we go, Doc, what's happening with you these days? You're still traveling some.
Some, yeah. I've been home 1 week in the last 4, and I'll be gone 5 out of the next 6 weeks.
See, for some reason, a lot of your churches that in your circuit, they haven't shut down like most of them.
No, I'm staying busy right now. Yep.
Well,
Going all the way to Maryland next week, and from there all the way back to Iowa, and from there to wherever
Okay.
it is next.
and this is fairly current. This YouTube video is actually
Yeah,
gonna
it'll
be
be
on.
current,
This
so,
is going to be on probably Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll be in Westminster, Maryland next week.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is fairly current. This is what we're recording right now, and the show we're going to record is going to be for this coming Friday.
night.
So,
Yeah.
so this is right on the edge here. So,
Exciting time, exciting things, yes.
Yeah.
Amen.
of course, we look at America and what's going on. I just saw on Tucker Carlson on Friday night. Tucker Carlson talked about a lady that he interviewed. She's from Poland.
I've
She's
heard
been here
about it.
for
I hadn't
decades.
seen it. Tell me.
She left Poland, came to America. She's been here for decades, probably. She's an older woman. He had her on several weeks ago. They're trying to shut her down. She's running a business. Well, evidently, he come on last night, Friday night. He came on and said and talked about her. And he said, I want everybody to know that as of this morning, before 6 a.m. this morning, she's been arrested. She's in jail. But here's what I couldn't believe. He said they brought her out in handcuffs and ankle, whatever they call it, ankle chains or whatever.
Yeah.
Ankle, there's a name for that. Ankle,
Yeah. I don't know what.
I forget. But anyway, I thought that was unbelievable. I mean,
That's ridiculous.
You got real criminals out there.
Oh, yes.
And they're walking free. You got all the people what they did to our government, and they're not even.
Yeah.
They don't even get arrested,
No.
let alone get put in shackles.
They can burn the public courthouse down and not even get arrested.
They said she's got 59 days in prison until she pays some kind of a big fine. And of course, Tucker Carlson said that he don't believe she'll pay that fine. But that's Michigan. She's in the state of Michigan.
We're in great trouble. America's in great trouble.
They're going after people. I know of at least 2 instances in Florida where the FBI has gone in and arrested a couple of people for being at the Capitol
I saw
on January
that,
6th.
yes.
And did they break any laws?
No,
Who
probably
knows?
not.
Yeah.
Um,
You know, they're lying to us about that. The only person shot was shot by a federal person inside there, shot an unarmed woman, surrounded by people and guards.
Yeah.
I want to know why she was shot.
I saw an article earlier today about our militaries being brainwashed. They're being compared 252 Black Lives Matter activities to one incident, January the 6th,
Yeah.
trying to make it all the same. They're trying to prepare them to come after the civilians.
D.C. surrounded by razor wire, and we
Yeah.
got National Guard in it. I don't know. I can't help but think that they were scared that we were going to come after them, and that's to somehow protect.
It's obvious they still are because they've extended it on out, and I don't know if any of them up there are red state, but Probably only blue states would send their National Guard up there to waste their own money.
Oh, it's sad.
Yep.
Who'd have ever thought the
Our
Washington,
nation would
D.C.
be here.
surrounded
Yes.
by barbed wire and
No.
guards? And
No.
you can't even get in there and protest. You can't do anything.
Oh, no.
You can't go in and get, and bring grievances before, like the Constitution says.
Well, the whole thing's become unconstitutional. The First Amendment has become a totally one-sided operation.
Yeah.
Never was meant to be what it's being right now. So,
All right. Well, let's get ready, and we're gonna read some articles. We're gonna tell the people what's going on with cryptocurrency. And Doc, I want you. I own some cryptocurrency.
I'm glad you do. One of these days I'll need a loan. You'll have it.
Yeah. And but my son got me in it. He's pretty knowledgeable about it. My son's done very well.
I'm not. I'm not opposed to anybody doing it. It's just an investment. And
But I've told my son, I said, look, I'm a Bible believer. I know what Revelation says. Somehow they've got to get that. They got to get that control.
No, I've said for a long time, whether it's fiat money or what it's going to be, when it's time for the Antichrist, it won't be too difficult for them to put it all in one big pot and bring it all out,
Now,
and that's what they're going to do.
Bitcoin is decentralized. Nobody owns it. There's nobody that can control.
Hey, it don't take any long for a government to demand, and it becomes
Right. And here's what I
centralized.
told my son, and here's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to say, look, the drug users are using it, the pedophiles they're all using Bitcoin. We're going to make it illegal. They can't stop it, but what they'll do is they'll fine you. They'll 20 years in prison if you're caught participating in it.
And they already see how many times they make up things to catch people.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
No. So, of course,
Well, it
that's,
won't be. I've told folks all the time, you're stockpiling gold at home and silver at home. What's going to keep the government from taking it?
yeah, they did that before.
Well, yeah.
Under Roosevelt, I believe.
Hey, that's
FDR.
why we, as Christians,
good of
we just got to
all.
trust the Lord, man.
For the good of all, FDR confiscated the gold and put it in the government's coffers.
The Bible says, David said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken or begging bread. God's took care of me for 60 years in the ministry. I just kind of think he's going to keep
All right.
taking care
I'll
of me.
share my crypto with you.
Yeah, it'll
You're
be
going
all
to
right.
share your garden with us.
I'll share my garden. I'll have a good one
You can't
every
eat
year.
crypto.
And we'll give you some milk from the cow.
And if they shut down the power grid, we ain't going to have crypto anyway. And speaking of the power grid, we just lost the power grid.
It just shut
here.
off, didn't it?
Well, we're not going to, and we're not going to worry about it for this video. This
Yeah.
is just YouTube. But funny, the power grid, and here we are.
Yeah.
And I got
You
talking
got your
about
phone.
gold,
They're listening in.
a
That's
silver
what it
guy
is.
that I
Yeah, that's
texted.
it. They
I bought-
listening in and shut it off.
And all right. Well, on that
Amen.
note, we'll let everybody go. We'll get the show recorded. Don't miss the show this week. I've got 3 articles. I don't know how we're going to get it through it all, Doc, but we will. We'll just skim some of them, but we're going to share with you some very amazing things going on right now and getting ready to happen.
Yes, sir.
So until then, until Friday, keep your eyes on them skies.